Now that I'm in a better headspace, I can't wait for my eyebrows to grow. What the heck? I can't wait for my bangs to grow. And then bam, when I'm down in the dumps, I'm like, chop chop, baby, chop chop. Chop chop. Whenever I think of chop chop, I think of my dog Rock. Oh, Rocket kind of replaced Chopper, but no one can replace Chopper. Chopper was the first dog of mine that passed away. So when I say chop chop, I think of Chopper. I didn't end up going to that party. Eyebrow. Eyebrow time. Eyebrow time. Now I get why beauty influencers, they would do their other eyebrow off camera because, girl, one eyebrow takes a while. I didn't realize how long one eyebrow takes. But it takes a minute. Good enough. I didn't end up going to that party. So wait, Sarah, you're telling me that you thought of that whole thing, that whole scenario, that overthinking scenario for no reason? Yeah. Yes, that is what I am telling you. I overthought that whole thing for no reason. But everything happens for a reason. That was the first video out of, girl, how many videos have I made? Like 300 plus videos? Last week's video was the first video where I felt like a actual YouTuber. Like the definition of a YouTuber is someone who posts videos on YouTube, right? But to me, it's hard for me to believe like, oh my gosh, Sarah, you're a YouTuber. And yeah, I am. I felt that last week. And even though I was overthinking the party, like I don't want to go because I don't want to mingle with people who don't have the same ideologies as me. That's rude, girl. First of all, that's rude. Just because you have a different idea than me doesn't make you better, or that doesn't make me better than you. Like we're all equal. That forced me to fully accept that I am a YouTuber. So I'm very grateful for that video because I probably would have gotten, I don't know, I probably wouldn't believe in myself as much, but that video really helped me believe in myself, dude. Like I am a YouTuber. I am a YouTuber. Yeah, I didn't have going. I'm trying not to, I'm doing like a new thing with my eyebrows, like not making them too thick. Use the hairs I have and go with it. I always overthink. Not always. There was a time, I'm sure, when I was a little kid and I didn't overthink. If I wanted to go to the park, I'm gonna go to the park. I'm not gonna be like, oh, maybe we should go to the mall instead. Maybe we should watch a movie instead. No. When I was a little girl, I was keen on that. I know what I want. That's it. But as I grew up, as I got older, as I became an adult, my overthinking expanded. And I was thinking, like, why did my overthinking start? Why do I feel like I have to overthink everything? Like, dude, even in college, right? Something like an exam. If I have to do the Scantrons, I'm like, okay, what states have trees? And then I'm like, or like what states are known to have trees? And the answer could be Hawaii and California. But then I'm like, wait, Hawaii has trees, but so does California. So is the right answer Delaware? Right? I would overthink every little thing. Because as I grew up, as I experienced life, I realized that there's consequences to my choices. Whether those consequences are bad or good, and what does bad or good even mean? consequences. That's why I overthink. And then there's also the consideration, like, I want to go watch the movie, but what if Paul doesn't want to watch that movie? Then what? Is he going to be upset? Is it going to be a Friday night wasted? Right? Like, I feel like consideration and overthinking are intertwined along with consequences. But like, who made that up? Definitely not me, girl, but I continue to live by it. Eyebrows are your sisters, not twins. But girl, I be making them look like twins sometimes. Nita. I'm looking this way, okay, because I have my notes here. It helps me stay on track. Because there's so many things that I'd like to talk about, but then I end up talking about it because my head gets sidetracked. As soon as I found out that I was not going to that party, I was like, are you kidding me? Should I even post that video? Should I cancel the post? But then I'm like, why am I going to cancel it? It's how I felt in the moment, right? I'm not going to change that. So I posted it. It was a bit cringe, right? But then it's only cringe because it's cringe to me. Like, something's only embarrassing because you're embarrassed. Something is only embarrassing because you're the one who's embarrassed. That's what I've slowly learned too. It's a sunscreen time, babies. Sunscreen time, and there's not even sun outside. Hawaiian Tropic. New bottle because I be running out so fast. I was telling my sister, I was like, I don't want to go to this party, right? I know we're back to that party. But here's the thing. She said, go. It's the right thing to do. So I told Paul that I'm like, my sister's older than me. So most of the time I listen to her, right? Even though we're not in the same household or the same state, like that invisible listening to your older sister is still inside me. Will I ever let it go? No. I'm sure even when she's gone and I'm somehow still alive and she comes into my dreams and tells me to throw away the trash, girl, I'm gonna wake up that morning and be like, I gotta throw away the trash. Like, I will listen to my sister. Mainly because she has more life experiences than I have. That's mainly all it is. And she just knows more, right? She knows more. She knows more than I ever will. But that's not to say she can't learn from me. So anyway, focus. See what happens when okay, notes. So I was thinking, she said I should go because it's the right thing to do. But then I told Paul, like, we should go because it's the right thing to do. That's what my sister told me. And Paul said to me, you don't have to listen to everything your sister says. So then I tell my sister that. I'm like, we ended up not going because we decided on not going. And it's mainly it should be I want to go, not I should go. And so I told my sister, I'm like, but you said that it's the right thing to do. And what she said in reply was, yeah, what's right for you? Like, it's the right thing to do, but is it the right thing to do for you? And a girl, I was like, you're right. Like, is that right for me? So I ended up not going. That's that, right? Let's see what else I talked about. I felt like a YouTuber. Like, I still do. I'm so proud that I'm finally at that point in this career that I enjoy my job. My overthinking inadvertently made me believe in myself because I was so against being part of that 8 to 5 culture. I defended my dream so hard that I ended up believing my own dream. Isn't that weird? Okay. Wow, I think that's it, dude. Overthinking on exams. As a kid, I didn't overthink. I chose, I decided, and that's it. As an adult, there are consequences for making the wrong choice or decision. There's not much for overthinking. I feel like everyone overthinks. I think we all sing. But I don't know if overthinking will ever stop for me. I feel like it's always going to be there. But what I have to remember is that what's meant for me will find me. What's meant for me is meant for me. I don't have to overthink. I don't have to overthink, but overthinking sucks. Okay, straight up, it sucks. But because I overthink, I'm grateful because that led me to fully believe in myself. Like, yeah, I believe in myself, but of course, deep down, there's a little bit of a small space of me, a small space of doubts. I have a small space of doubts, but ever since that previous video, I no longer have doubts that I know I am going to succeed. I know I'm successful already. And the reason why I'm successful is because I feel it on the inside. Anyway, okay, so you know my books here, right? Yeah. Okay. This one. This has been on my reading list for a while. I didn't start reading it. I know, girl, I'm lying to you. I didn't start reading it. Okay. I've started reading it. It's called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. It's about a girl who dies, like she kills herself. Well, but she's not really in heaven yet. She's in the in-between. So then she goes through all these books in the library and she's like, okay, the librarian's like, pick one. And when she picks a book, it shows her how her life could be if she chose that path. And I feel like maybe I don't want to read this because maybe my overthinking is going to get worse. Maybe it's going to get better. I don't know. But there's another one. I don't know. And that's what makes me overthink. But if I just read the book, right? If I get it over with not over with, that's mean. You never want to rush a book, right? If I read through it, take my time actually reading it, then maybe my overthinking will subside, right? Because there's destiny. Okay. So I'm excited to read that book. I want to share that. Yeah. So when I was visiting my sister out of state on the East Coast, we went to a bookstore with her family, and of course Polly was there. I told him, well, he knows that I've been wanting this book. He knows I've been looking for this book, and when I would actually find it, I'd be like, no, I don't need it. Like, I have so many. Obviously, look at all my books that I have not read. These are the books that I have not finished. And then these books over here are books that I have finished. How many have I finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 books finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Girl, I have 8 books to finish. No, not But when I was looking for this book, I told Paul, I'm going to look for this book here in the East Coast. I'm going to get this book here. And it was not a Barnes & Noble. It was a city bookstore. And he stayed in the aisle. He's like, I feel it. It's somewhere here. And the books are not all organized. And I was like, it's okay. You can let it go. I'll probably get it back in LA. It's fine. Or I'll order it somewhere. But he found it. Paul found it when I had given up. And I was like, it's okay. And he said, no, I feel it. I feel like your book is here somewhere. This was the last book. It was the last book. It was the last book in that section. I can't believe he found it. But he found it. So I know this book is meant for me. I know it. When will I read it? Girl, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know when I'm going to shower sometimes. Okay, let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? Very chill Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Really chill. There was a family party yesterday, but I didn't go because I didn't want to. Like, life is so easy. Life is so simple when you do what you want and you don't do what you don't want. Man, I really thought I was going to have more talk about overthinking, but not really, because I know that I will always overthink. I know I overthink because there are consequences to my decisions. Whether those consequences are bad or good, who knows? Because really, like, what does bad or good mean? Overthinking, I really feel like overthinking has a lot to do with consideration, like, about other people. But then I have to remember, like, it's like what Brett said. What do I want? What do I want? What does Sarah want? What does Sarah want? Sarah wants what she wants, and Sarah doesn't want what she doesn't want. It really is that simple. I feel like humans make it so hard for themselves, especially me, girl. I mean, I made a whole video talking about how I didn't want to go to a party.